Well, good morning, folks. Pastor Rocky Branch, Spruce Pine First Baptist Church. Today is Monday, and a lot going on. Trying to get my camera from quit wiggling here. We had a great day yesterday in church. Great time. I preached on preparing for heaven. Let me give me my wiggling deal here. Hang on just a second. I talked about, being ready to make that journey and to do everything that we can until that time comes. And we need to be about certainly the Father's business. And it's very important. So, I encourage you, if you get a chance, watch that message if you can. Many people, run past the singing. There's nothing wrong with the singing. It's great, to get to the sermon instead of having to watch the whole thing. But watching the whole thing is fantastic. It's very good. If you get a chance, check it out. So I've got to beat a drum here today. I got to beat a drum, sound a warning today if I can. We live, right in front of the police department, and I can set out, on the back, patio. And on Sunday, I see parents bringing kids and swapping off to the person they was married to. And most of the time, that's what's happening. And I sit there and I see one car pull in. And then in a few minutes, I'll see another car pull in. And a child gets out of one car, runs to the other car, hugs the person in the other car that gets out, speaks to the person in the car that brought the child. Then they get in the car and drive off. And I'm so bewildered. My mom and dad separated when I was a young child, my sister and I, and I'm so bewildered at this event. I understand a lot of things happen in marriage. I understand that. And I have sympathy and empathy for people that have difficulty in their marriage, because sometimes people marry the wrong person. But ladies and gentlemen, when you bring a child into this world, that is a big, big situation. And sometimes there's no answer for that. My sister turned out from a divorced family. She has a master's degree in nursing. She is a prominent citizen. She is an excellent person, and I love her very much. Her brother, me, I have a doctor's degree in ministry. I don't know what kind of model citizen I am, but I'm certainly known in a lot of places. And those two children from that one divorce brought something to serve society. So I cannot say that the children will not produce and do well, but I will tell you this: scars come and scars remain. And sometimes it just doesn't work out. And I understand all that. But what I'm saying to you is this: it hurts my heart when I happen to be outside at the close of the day, as I was yesterday afternoon, along about 6 o'clock. And there, another exchange. My wife drew attention to it because she was outside also. And I said, the interesting thing about this, because there was an exchange there, and it looked like some grandparents were there and all that stuff. And I said, the interesting thing about it, that never happened to me because my dad didn't care. Children are a gift from God, and we need to be very careful in raising them and helping them, instructing them, and show them stability. And I just pray for the couples that get married, that bring children into the world. Everything seems to be accepted nowadays. It just seems to be okay. I just saw, I think it was on the news yesterday, that Tiger Woods is dating some girl that was married to Donald Trump's son. I think that's the case. And now she's pregnant. And now they're posting that all over the land. Well, that's not right. We are praising things that are wrong and celebrating the things that people do that is not correct. And we need seriously to stop and understand. Now, you can't stop that, and I'm not saying that you should stop it as far as stopping a person from their free will. But what I am saying is that it should not be promoted. It should not be celebrated. It should not be something that people are happy about. Well, not. It's just not right, biblically speaking. We have a lot of that going on in so many different ways. And our challenge is that we see these kids, we see these situations, it breaks my heart. Paul said to Timothy in this wonderful word in the second book of Timothy that Paul writes, he talks to him about his heritage. And he says, when I come to remember the unfringed faith that is in you, which dwelt first in your grandmother Lois, and in your mother Eunice, for I am persuaded that in you also. And, of course, he's saying that they were raised correctly and so forth, or that Timothy was. Wherefore I put in remembrance that you need to stir up the gift that is in you, the gift of God, which is in you by putting on the hands of faith. And God hath not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and a sound mind. We really need to pray for these kids, these families. There's people right now today on the 13th day of October, on Monday, there's people arguing about staying together. And Christ is far from the picture. So let us please pray that some of these younger folks that will get married or turn their life to Christ will be willing to trust God, but will be willing to do what's necessary. The kids are innocent, my friend. They are innocent. My sister, we were innocent. We had nothing to do with it. And let us pray and seek God's face and try our best to help in these cases, because it is difficult for the child, and I know as a witness. So, be of good cheer. Do some praying today. Spend some time talking to the Lord about situations, because sometimes we can encourage and make a difference. I hope that'll be helpful to you today. God bless you. Talk to you later.